And we begin first up with the latest that we're tracking from West Asia. Israel's defense forces are facing mounting international pressure amid allegations of exacerbating the humanitarian crisis in the Gaza region, where rampant starvation, severe food shortages and rising deaths have prompted the United Nations to sound the alarm. In a bid to dismiss their role in starvation, in a post on X, the IDF spokesperson has released a video claiming that 950 trucks of aid are waiting in Gaza for international organizations to pick up and distribute to civilians, adding that Israel facilitated the aid entry in this region. According to Palestine Red Crescent Society, almost 101 people have died because of starvation, including 80 children. In a heartbreaking case, a 6-week-old Palestinian infant boy died at a hospital in Khan Yunis due to malnutrition. His family says that they were unable to feed him or provide him with the infant formula or diapers.
Children are dying from malnutrition. Infants as young as 1 or 2 months old are dying from malnutrition. The crossings are closed and there is no access to medicine, treatment or food. My son's condition reflects the suffering of the people of Gaza.
Desperate Palestinians gathered along the Gaza's Rashid Coastal Road, hoping to receive food from trucks, possibly entering through the Zikin crossing. Instead, many returned empty-handed or did not return at all.
You, the negotiator sitting in Qatar and Turkey, what are you negotiating about? People are dying in Gaza. We have no one left in Gaza. We are all dead. We go to die to bring food, and you sit in your chair, eating in Qatar.
With aid stocks having depleted, the Norwegian Refugee Council has slammed Israel for paralyzing their work. They claimed their staff members are starving after 145 days of block deliveries, which includes food, water and sanitation supplies.
Our last food parcel, our last relief items have been distributed. There is nothing left. There is nothing left. It's now 145 days without any supplies. And of course, there's hundreds of truckloads just for my organizations waiting to get in. That's why we are so angry, because our job is to help women, children, the innocent survive.
In occupied West Bank's Jenin, several women took out a rally demanding an end to Gaza's starvation crisis. In Tel Aviv, protesters took to streets carrying flour bags and pictures of malnourished children from Gaza region, calling for the end of the war on Gaza and the hunger in the region. U.S. State Department has said that Trump envoy Steve Witkoff is set to visit the region to push for another ceasefire, as well as a humanitarian corridor for aid. Parallelly, the World Health Organization has even released a video which says, shows attacks on on WHO facilities in the Gazan city of Deir Bala, who said they also said that the Israeli military attacked its staff residence and main warehouse in the region, compromising its operations in Gaza region. And joining us on the broadcast is Nabil Farsak. She's a spokesperson for the Palestinian Red Crescent Society. She's joining us live on the broadcast from Ramallah-occupied West Bank region. The United Nations says that there have been 1,000 aid-related deaths in the past 2 months in the Gaza region. For the lack of better words, this is a humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza region. First up, if you can tell us about your assessment of the situation on the ground, which has only been getting from bad to worse.
Unfortunately, the humanitarian situation is getting worse. More than 1,000 people were killed since late May because when they are going to get aid, since the new aid mechanism took place, the situation only got worse as there's only 3 distribution points across the whole of the Gaza Strip. These 3 locations are located in dangerous areas, what is called red zones areas, and people, they are being killed or injured while they are trying to have access to food. These 3 locations are run by the new aid mechanism system, or what is called Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, where the majority of people are not being able to receive any kind of food or humanitarian assistance because, as I highlighted, only 3 locations are located in dangerous zones and the majority of the population are unable to reach.
Yes, that brings me to another point here that for months, United Nations aid experts have warned that Gaza is on the brink of famine without formally declaring one. Parallelly, Israel has eased its 2.5-month blockade on Gaza Strip. Despite that, many aid groups maintain that only a fraction of aid seems to be getting into the enclave region. Your opinion on why there is still blockade when it comes to delivery of the aid to the people in Gaza?
Technically, there has been more than 4 months with an almost complete blockade of the borders, where only 10 to 20 aid trucks are getting in daily for more than 2 million people. These aid trucks are for the what is called Gaza Humanitarian Foundation to be distributed among the 3 locations that are extremely dangerous, where the majority of the population are not being able to reach, and those who can reach, they are being injured or killed on a daily basis. The situation is really serious, very dangerous. The entire population of the Gaza Strip suffer from severe food insecurity. There has been many families unable to eat any meal for the past days. 1 in 3 people in Gaza now with not being able to have food for the past days. We're getting more cases, dozens and hundreds of cases being admitted daily to hospitals because of malnutrition. 80 children starve to death because of starvation.
Ms. Nibal, that brings me to another crucial point here. Despite the US criticizing and even calling out Israel for blocking the aid, and even many of the Western countries and United Nations for that matter, there is little that has been done on the ground. Do you think the United Nations and the EU can pile enough pressure on Israel to lift all administrative barriers, the openings of all land crossings, and even an end to military-controlled aid distribution centers in the region?
Well, the Palestine Red Crescent Society calls on the international community to take serious actions now. Countries must take serious action because more lives are being lost every single minute. The situation is extremely dangerous. We call on the international community to take serious steps to ensure a ceasefire. We need an immediate and lasting ceasefire. We need all border crossings to be open to allow for safe, sustained humanitarian access to all areas of Gaza. Without a ceasefire and opening of all borders to allow the entry of food, medications, clean water, and fuel, the situation will be worse.
Yes, Ms. Nibal, we'll have to leave the discussion here, and remains to be seen what really comes out when it comes to those mediation talks happening in Qatar. Appreciate you joining us on the broadcast.